Let me see you bounce right to left and let your show. Hey, hey, let your show. Yeah, just let your show. Hey, hey, get it right. Two-step and let your show. Hey, hey, let your show. Hey, just let your show. Hey, let me see you bounce right to left and let your show. Hey, hey, let your show. Hey, hey, let your show. Hey, hey, get it right. Two-step and let your show. Yeah, just let your show. Hey, hey, let your show. Oh, hey, roll. I'm clean in it, bitch. Now I'm finna show the lean in this bitch, nigga, boy. Call me 15 in this bitch. This grand hustle team of kings is getting rich. I lean and get lit. Lima bean 6, I take breath. The opposite of Primatine miss. I ride 26 and let my 9 screen flip. Trophy watching Oprah Mac 90 bean clip. Triple black phantom, nigga, nah, it ain't tilt. With Lucky Charm diamond, man, but nah, it ain't flip. Hey, bounce. Okay, then I let my shoulder lean, and I bet my car talk, and I bet my motor clean. Suicide door, brown rover look like Pokemon. Everybody know me in the club, cause they smoking me. Dro, whole scoping me. Ice come for both a return. 100 carat hammer froze for an eon.
MrSan44Man. You don't know who I am. When you talk that shit to me, understand one thing. I represent one
shoulder lean. I don't know how to do it though. Bounce right and left and let your show. Hey, hey, let your show. Yeah, just let your show. Hey, hey, get it right. Two-step and let your show. Hey, hey, let your show. Hey, just let your show. Hey, let me see you bounce right and left and let your show. Hey, hey, let your show. Hey, hey, let your show. Hey, hey, get it right. Two-step and let your show. Yeah, just let your show. Hey, hey, let your show. First I let my wheel spin, then I let my screen fall, then I let my trunk be that green brown Molotov. Then I pimp a hoe, take a bitch to Berlin. Bitch break niggas, after that we fuck that girlfriend. My girl got a girlfriend, Chevy blue like whirlwind. Nigga, it's a drought on that boy, so I got that girl in. Pearl bend, cock and hammer, arm and hammer, propaganda. Bitch, you think I'm pimping and lending and salamander sandals. Dirty South Hot, cause Atlanta. Show niggas with Anna, we ride phantom. Holly shorty for grandma. Yep, now I be on TV, BET our channel. Hood nigga from Bankhead, I stay by Grandma Nana. I lay by my banana, dumping and punkin' monkeys. Don't nobody live with my mom but a bunch of junkies. Don't nut donkey, bitch I ride glaze on the haze. Gator green, Chevy, gator gut, alligator train. Let me see you bounce right to left and let your show. Hey, hey, let your show. Yeah, just let your show. Hey, hey, get it right. Two-step and let your show. Hey, hey, let your show. Hey, just let your show. Hey, let me see you bounce right to left and let your show. Hey, hey, let your show. Hey, hey, let your show. Hey, hey, get it right. Two-step and let your show. Yeah, just let your show. Hey, hey, let your show. Hey, hey, lean, 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 lean. Hey, get your shoulder, shoulder. Lean, 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 lean your shoulders, lean, hey, lean your shoulders, lean, hey, get your shoulders, lean, hey, get your shoulders, hey, get your shoulders. Let me see you bounce right and left and let your show. Hey, hey, let your show. Yeah, just let your show. Hey, hey, get it right. Two-step and let your show. Hey, hey, let your show. Hey, just let your show. Hey, let me see you bounce right and left and let your show. Hey, hey, let your show. Hey, hey, let your show. Hey, hey, get it right. Two-step and let your show. Yeah, just let your show. Hey, hey, let your show. Hey.
With days to go until the big game near Phoenix, this scandal over footballs and professional football will not go away, and in fact it's taken on new life with word of video evidence being examined by the league and a so-called person of interest identified who took the footballs in question behind closed doors. Music mogul Suge Knight is being held tonight on $2 million bail, accused of a fatal hit and run. Police say he ran over two men following an argument on a film set in Compton, California. One of the victims died. Knight's attorney says he was attacked and he was trying to escape in his truck when the incident took place. Knight, the co-founder of Death Row Records, previously served multiple years in prison for assault. Still ahead on a Friday evening, tough. As we said here earlier, there's a drama brewing tonight around a big new movie, a potential Oscar contender, and it happens to be the first major Hollywood picture centered around the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And even before its wide release, it's already the center of controversy.
From NBC News World Headquarters in New York, this is NBC Nightly News with Bryan Williams.
Not tonight he won't be on the air, world, cause he done pissed down our neck and they found out that it wasn't raining. Somebody give me a fucking PhD. What I've been telling y'all? This a bad motherfucker, world. This here right here, this will show you something, for real, for real. You're tuned in to the Detroit Raw Show, one of the hottest shows seen in the city of Detroit, coming out of the city of Detroit with your man, the one and only, MrSan44Man. Action!
Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us. We begin today with the big shakeup on television. Jon Stewart quits, and Bryan Williams is out, at least for the next 6 months, suspended without pay. The decision about Williams was made at the highest levels of NBC. Stephen Fabian now with the inside scoop on how it went down.
We're learning what went on behind the scenes as NBC bosses debated Bryan Williams' fate. CNN's Brian Stelter.
There were day-long meetings for several days in a row at NBC, and it all culminated with a private meeting between Bryan Williams and the CEO of NBC, Steve Burke. Bryan Williams came over to Steve Burke's apartment, this giant apartment facing Central Park.
Burke reportedly presented Williams with a list of alleged lies spoken in public over the years, and then delivered the news.
Burke said, "We are going to suspend you for 6 months."
1 hour after that meeting, Burke and NBC News president Deborah Turnus sent out this staff memo. Bryan has jeopardized the trust millions of Americans place in NBC News. His actions are inexcusable, and this suspension is severe and appropriate. The memo went on to quote Burke as saying, "He deserves a second chance, and we are rooting for him. Bryan has shared his deep remorse with me, and he is committed to winning back everyone's trust."
NBC executives were considering 3 options. They could fire him, they could suspend him, or they could bring him back and allow him to make a lengthy on-air apology and plead with the viewers to let him keep the show. And they decided to bench him for 6 months.
That's 6 months without pay. Many believe Williams will never return to the anchor desk.
He's caused a lot of damage to his reputation, to the reputation of NBC News, and 6 months is a long time to be out of the public eye.
This is a very difficult story for us to report on because it is so personal in so many ways.
Matt Lauer and Savannah Guthrie were somber as they reacted to Williams' suspension on the Today Show.
Bryan is not only a colleague of ours here, but he's a really good friend.
We all care a lot about Bryan. That's what makes this so hard.
I made a mistake. The decision came as his credibility rating plummeted in the wake of the scandal. On the list of the country's most trustworthy people, he's gone from number 23 to number 835, practically overnight. That's 20 spots below Duck Dynasty star Willie Robertson, who's number 815. And we're learning today that Bryan Williams made a bizarre bid to replace Jay Leno as the host of The Tonight Show last year. He actually lobbied NBC executives for the gig. They reportedly called the idea ridiculous. And Larry King is weighing in. He believes Bryan Williams has a future on TV, but it's not what you might expect.
Bryan Williams could host Jeopardy.
This is Jeopardy! That's right. Larry believes Williams could replace Alex Trebek on Jeopardy! The longtime Jeopardy host is rumored to be considering retiring next year.
Your man, MrSan44Man. MrSan44Man back here with ya. What I tell you, huh? What I tell you? What did I tell you, world? Didn't I tell you that the media was sitting back pissing down our backs, telling us it was raining and all this shit? And I told you on all of my shows, out of 1,300 shows, I swear I got at least 300 of them saying it. But yet still, now y'all want to listen to me because they didn't put the big Hollywood stuff on it. So now everybody want to listen to me. Dig that? Well, here's the deal. Bryan Williams is a liar. Sitting back talking about he out there with the soldiers. I be giving dedications to these soldiers out here. This ain't no joke. Them soldiers over there losing their lives, and Obama might have to send some more over there to fight ISIS. You see what I'm saying? But the killing part is, y'all sitting out here praising this man. I told you, didn't I tell you, world, America got too many damn awards to make themselves feel big. There was no reason in the world that man was lying. That man was making himself look big. Hey, actions speak louder than the words, especially when other people are around you. You can't get up there and tell national TV that you on a plane with military soldiers that I get shots out that's out there risking their dome to give us the very blanket that covers and protect us with their lives. And you sitting out there talking about, oh, I'm riding the airplane with them soldiers and we got shot at.
Now to the story many of you are talking about tonight, and one that for us not only hits close to home, but in our home. Bryan Williams, anchor and managing editor of Nightly News, has been suspended by NBC management for 6 months without pay. In a statement, NBC News President Deborah Turner said on Friday, January 30th, Bryan misrepresented events which occurred while he was covering the Iraq War in 2003. It then became clear, she says, that on other occasions Bryan had done the same while telling that story in other venues. She adds this was wrong and completely inappropriate for someone in Bryan's position. In a statement, NBC Universal Chairman Steve Burke said by his actions, Bryan has jeopardized the trust millions of Americans place in NBC News. But he added Bryan deserves a second chance, and we are rooting for him. And now, if I may, on a personal note, say it is an enormously difficult story to report. Bryan is a member of our family, but so are you, our viewers, and we will work every night to be worthy of your trust. We'll take a break now. Much more still ahead on this Wednesday evening. Scandal rocks the Little League World Series as the U.S. champions, the pride of Chicago, are stripped of their title for breaking the rules. Little League is supposed to be a place where kids build character and learn to play for love of the game. But tonight, the American Little League champs are champs no more, stripped of their title. But it's not the kids who are accused of bending the rules. It's the adults entrusted to lead them. The report tonight from NBC's John Yang.
I just want to say thank you for all the support.
They were a storybook team, African-American kids from Chicago's South Side who made it to the Little League World Series as U.S. champs and even went to the White House. Today, it came crashing down. Prompted by a complaint from a suburban coach, an investigation has stripped Jackie Robinson West of its title because some players lived outside the team's geographic boundaries. Manager Darrell Butler was suspended. He couldn't be reached for comment today. In a statement, the head of Little League International called it a heartbreaking decision. What these players accomplished on the field is something that kids can be proud of, but it is unfortunate that the actions of adults have led to this outcome. Players' parents are angry.
As a mother, had no idea that there were boundaries and that there were rules beyond living in the city of Chicago.
Their children heartbroken.
Me and my teammates, we work hard all year long. And we went down there to play baseball, and we weren't involved in anything that could have caused us to be stripped of our championship. But we do know that we're champions, our parents know we're champions, and the team's parents know we're champions, and Chicago knows we're champions.
Today's ruling gives the title to Mountain Ridge Little League from Las Vegas.
Also happy when we got the title, but I was also sad for Jackie Robinson Little League.
One analyst says violations are not uncommon, but often go undetected.
Every time you go to a Little League tournament, or another amateur tournament for that matter, there's always a buzz in the crowd among the families and the fans about another team having a kid who's not eligible.
At Jackie Robinson West home field today, a team supporter cleared away snow.
We're going to stand with them, and we're going to stand behind them.
For him, the achievement of these young men undimmed by controversy. John Yang, NBC News, Chicago.
Your man, MrSan44Man, back here with y'all. Detroit Raw coming out of Detroit. So what you think? Oh, he was talking it good, wasn't he, world? Hey, he was skating good like Lupa Lupa. Get millions for lying to us, world. I be telling y'all the truth, and I do this for free. This camera, I bought myself. All this Hollywood shit, I bought myself. He sat in front of cameras that made him look good. I do this by myself, make myself look good. And y'all sit up there and y'all listen to this cat, he been lying to us for years. Talking about he seen bodies rolling down Katrina. I remember when he said that. I seen the body from my hotel room floating down the street. Disrespect to the black man. Because y'all know who all was affected by Katrina. We all know that. But to sit up there and blatantly lie to people and say, I was down there, Katrina, I was up in my hotel drinking me some beer, having my shot, having my pills, and getting ready to lie to the world. And I seen a body, so I guess I say I've seen a body in my hotel room while I was out there on the patio. But y'all believed them though.
Who's telling the truth?